Hello amigos, welcome back to another episode of Los Artilleros. Well, Chivas have done it. They beat Necaxa in the playoff round 1-0 in the end, and it's obviously sent them through to the quarterfinals of the Liguilla. It's obviously what I've been talking about being the main priority for Chivas this year is to get back into the Liguilla, and we've finally done it. Um, Obviously, we had to do it without a couple of players, which I'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, 1-0 against Necaxa. Obviously, Angulo got the goal in the end. That was the only decider between the two teams. Looked like a pretty decent game, to be honest. Necaxa have been on a decent run this season, and Chivas obviously have had a number of problems this year. But Chivas managed to win it, and it was a massive result. Obviously, it would have been embarrassing for Chivas to not get into the Liguilla this year. I think they've done pretty well considering of the off the field issues. Obviously with Vega and Antuna at the start of the year, but also recently with Villalpando obviously leaving the club. Obviously Travis Lopez as well. He's rumoured to be leaving, so there's a lot of off the field issues this season, but. On the field, it hasn't been too bad. Obviously, we've beaten Tigres and Monterrey as well. I believe we might have beaten Club America as well. So it's been a good season overall. But again, the Liguilla was the ultimate objective for me this year, and we've achieved it. I'd like to go on a bit of a run now. But it's going to be a bit difficult, I think, obviously with a couple of players missing out. But before going to that, I want to talk about the fact that we have Club America in the quarterfinals of the Liguilla. Obviously, Classico Nacional, the Super Classico. Obviously, I still think it's the biggest game in Mexico, in my opinion. And yeah, I mean, with Monterrey not qualifying, and Tigres barely just doing it. Obviously there's Leon as well, but I think Club America is one of the biggest teams that we could have to face to win the club. To win the club, and facing the quarterfinals, it's a massive game, and I'm really looking forward to it. But I would have liked to have had them in the semis or the final itself. I think a Super Classico final would have been epic, but obviously it's not going to be. It's going to be a massive test for us. Club America are a big team, they're a good team, but they've had their own issues, injury issues. They've been, on again and off again this season as well. So, they're not a bigger test than they could have been, I think. And if we can beat them, then it's a massive rival out of the way. Tigres I'm not exactly scared of at the moment. Leon scares me the most. Leon seems to be doing brilliantly at the moment. But yeah, I think Club America, this game is a big game for both teams. Both teams are going to want to win it. Hopefully it's going to be a massive couple of games for us. Obviously we've got the first leg in a few hours on the Wednesday, and obviously the finals on Saturday, even though it's Sunday morning my time. So yeah, it should be a couple of really good games. Hopefully we're very entertained by them, and hopefully we get the win. And finally going into the couple of players that I mentioned are not available for these games. So obviously we all know that Vega got injured on the international duty against playing Cruz Azul, which was very strange in my opinion, the under-23s for Mexico playing Cruz Azul. I'm not quite sure what that happened with that. There's rumours that the player that injured him deliberately did it and said he was going to go for him at the beginning of the game. Whether that's true or not, it's still disappointing to have a player who is pretty important. I think he's one of the best players in the team. All the attack seems to go through him. He's got a bunch of assists, a couple of goals. He's not scoring as much as I want him to, but he's assisting, and as I said, he gets a lot of pre-assists. He sets up a lot. All the attack seems to go through him. So we definitely missed him against Necaxa. I think we would have comfortably won that 2-3-0 if he'd been on the pitch, in my opinion. There's rumours that he could be back for the second leg at the Azteca against America. I'm hoping that he does that. Probably start the game on the bench, and hopefully he'll come on. have a bit of an impact. I've got a feeling that we're going to need him at that time. And there's also Macias. I mean, Cheche Macias. I mean, he's not had a good season. He's got like a few goals, I think 4 or 5 goals, but he's supposed to be our talisman, our main guy, and he hasn't been that this season. But he's still a miss. He got injured. I'm not quite sure how he got injured. I think he got injured in training. But he's rumoured to completely out, missing both Club America games. So hopefully we get the wins and we get progressed through, and hopefully he can then appear in later on in the Liguilla. But that remains to be seen. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm always looking forward to it. I'm always up for the Classicos against America. It's the biggest game in Mexico, in my opinion. And yeah, I can't ask for more. I just hope the players go out there with real fight and we really give it to them and cause them some problems. And I think we can. I think if we are proactive enough, we can cause problems for America. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Let me know what you thought of the Necaxa game. Let me know what you think of the predictions for the Club America games. Do you think we're going to win? Do you think we're going to lose? Who are the biggest team? Who are the players that you think are going to make a difference for us? Do you think Angulo is going to make a difference again, like he did against Necaxa? Do you think Antuna is going to shine? But yeah, let me know. I hope you're excited as I am, and I'll see you guys for the reviews. Take it easy, and I'll see you soon. Adios.